Hello, I'm El Director, and this is El Director Vision. As you can see, I'm back in my own place. It took about 5 months to get it rebuilt after the fire, but I'm glad to be back. It's good. It's good being on my own again. And out here where I live in the middle of nowhere, we don't have super fast internet connections. And so when I was staying at work, there was a bunch of us there basically having to share one single 1.5 down connection for all of our devices. So it was insane. And so it's nice being back on my own. I've got my own high-speed internet again. I can cook more, which is great. Just got a new treadmill back in here again, get back into shape fitness-wise and stuff. Got my office set back up again for editing and filmmaking, and so it's good. It's good, very good being back in my own place again. Other recent news, I finally finished Derek. Derek is a short film based on a feature film that we actually shot in here about a year ago now at this point. I shot it with Alex and his wife Jessica, and it's kind of deals with the dangers of playing with Ouija boards and talking to the dead and that kind of stuff. And like I said, it's based on a feature film that I want to shoot when I get the Leap series finished up with Leap Revelation, God willing, this summer. There's so much stuff I've got to do and that I want to do. Funding for this movie is just an insane nightmare right now because I can't do it for anything less than $20,000. I can't do it. And I've ran through the figures. I've tried to get it as low as much as possible. It's not the kind of movie that can be shot on weekends like we've done with some of the other films and such. And when I shot Leap and Leap 2, I wasn't working at the time, and so I could just take the time off to go shoot the movies because I had the time off to do it. So as actors were available, I was very flexible in that regard. But now that I'm working and doing film and video full-time as a day job and still trying to do this on the side, I decided I'm going to take 2 weeks of vacation time, 3, and then some unpaid vacation time as well, probably another 2 weeks, so an entire month off to go shoot the movie. But we need money to be able to do that. I got to make up for my lost wages. I got to be able to pay for actors as they're coming in. So that's where we're at with the process with Leap 3 right now. In the meantime, however, especially after finishing up Derek, I decided that I want to do a lot more short films and such. I used to do short films all the time when I was learning filmmaking, and it was great because you could sit there and, shoot a film, like let's say on a Sunday, and then by Friday you've got a finished movie already, scored, music, basic effects. And so I want to get back into doing that again and just churning out content like crazy, because I realized that before I shot my first feature, I did over 40 short films over the years. And I mean, there's a lot you can learn doing that. I've recently revamped my entire post-production pipeline. I'm now editing in Avid. I still use Photoshop a little bit for some stuff, but not a whole lot. So it's Avid. I use Fusion and Nuke for compositing, still using Blender. Got my music set up, which you can see here and stuff as well too. Oh, I'm using DaVinci Resolve. So as I'm trying to develop a post-production workflow for Leap Revelation, I thought the best way to do it is to do a bunch of short films. And that's what this Derek short was in a way. I initially shot it and I was going to run it through the Adobe pipeline because that's what I was using at the time. But once I made the switch to Avid especially, I said, well, let's try a new workflow with this. So I recut the entire film in Avid. I didn't even bring over an EDL. I actually recut the entire short, and then I did all the effects for that in Fusion, and that's how I taught myself Fusion from Blackmagic Design, was through a short film. And now that I've brought Nuke into the equation too, I need to start learning that, and so I thought, well, more short films, what better way to do it? So I've got a whole bunch of short films on my plate right now. There's a fan film or two that I'd like to do, for those of you that know what those are. I've got an origin story for another movie character that I would like to see come about, and that's a little short as well, so that'll be cool. And a couple other little secret projects as well that I'm not ready to spill the beans on quite yet. Other videos I might try to do for the channel right now are, I've got, of course, the Becoming Born series, which has been in hiatus because I wasn't really able to do it. All my camera gear and stuff like that was destroyed in the fire, so it's been taking a while to get everything up and running again. I've had to purchase, all new equipment and stuff like that. So I think we're finally at a place now where we can shoot Becoming Born, so that'll be cool. I'm toying with the idea of bringing back Elle's Kitchen. I know I only did 2 episodes of those, and they weren't terribly well received, so I'm going to try a different style with it. I've got better audio now and stuff, and hopefully it catches on and you guys like what it is. So I may do another Elle's Kitchen, maybe 1 or 2, and just kind of see how it flies now. And I'm also looking at doing a weekly blogging show, just kind of about stuff that's going on in my life, stuff that's going on in the world. Previously, I was doing it through the Truck Talk formats, where I use the GoPro and I'm filming myself driving to work, which takes about 10-15 minutes. So it keeps the videos into a set amount of time. So let me know if you guys like the truck talk format, or if you'd rather me do something a little bit more casual like this, sitting here, maybe mix it up from time to time. Let me know what you guys want to see as far as a blogging type show from El Director Vision. And then finally, I know I've been getting a lot of comments, about Surviving the Wild. When's the next Surviving the Wild coming out? And honestly, I don't know. I hope to do some this coming summer if I have time with the movies and stuff like that. You have to realize that for me, this is not a survival-based channel. Survival and wilderness survival is something that I do for fun. It's something I enjoy. I bring the cameras along mostly because it was something for me to do while I'm out there, because otherwise there's a lot of downtime and stuff. And I enjoy pushing myself and challenging myself. And so that's really where Surviving the Wild came from in that regard. I would love to, like if a network wanted to sponsor me and say, hey, go do Surviving the Wild full time, I would eat that up. I would do that in a heartbeat. But right now, while I still have a day job, I've got all these other things I'm trying to focus on right now. Surviving the Wild isn't my #1 priority. However, I still want to do some more of those shows. It has been extremely difficult for me right now, even just going hiking without the dog. It's tough. I mean, I had her for 8 years. She was my buddy. And even now, I come home from work and she's not here to greet me anymore and stuff like that. So I'm struggling and have been working through that kind of stuff right now. And I think in time, I'll be ready to get back out and do it again. But also do remember that Surviving the Wild was filmed over the course of like 5 or 6 years for that first season. Because, I do them as I can. It's not something I can just go out and do all the time, although I would like to. So if anyone out there knows of a network that's looking for a new survival show to sponsor, check out my Surviving the Wild show and get in contact with me and we'll talk. And finally, the big thing that I know all you guys have been watching this whole video for, the winners of the contest. I started the contest 4 months ago with the idea that, hey, leave your favorite survival tip that you've learned from my show in the comment section of the video, and we'll draw a winner when I reach 5,000 subscribers, because I was only like 100 subscribers away. Well, in the past 4 months, I've gone from 5,000 to almost 7,000 now. So we reached 5,000, we broke through that. We reached 6,000, we broke through that. And now I'm just a few hundred away from 7,000, which is awesome. Thank you guys so much. And so in honor of that, I'm actually gonna draw 2 names. One, because it took me 4 months to get around to doing the contest winners, but 2, because we broke through not just 5,000, but also 6,000. So since we hit 2 of those 1,000 subscriber milestone markers, I thought let's do 2 winners. So the winners of the contest are Michael Allotted and Haney 223. So I'll be getting in contact with you guys, or you guys send me a personal message with your contact information. And as soon as I get the DVDs made up for Surviving the Wild Season 1, I will get those shipped off to you at no charge. Thank you guys so much. So we are coming into the holiday season. I just want to wish you all very happy holidays. Be safe, enjoy the time with your families, and try not to kill each other on Black Friday. I used to work retail. I know what a war zone it can be out there. So anyway, I'm El Director. This is El Director Vision. We'll see you next time.